With only one game in the NBA last night, the Blazers and the Nuggets took center stage. And thanks to some fantastic defense and timely offense, the Blazers were able to tie this series at 1. I'm Greg Sussman, and this is your NBA recap. We've talked all season long how great the Nuggets were at home. We've also talked about how beat up the Blazers are from an injury perspective. But none of those storylines mattered last night, as the Blazers did what they needed to do and stole one in Denver. Portland was led by Enes Kanter, who was fantastic last night, putting up 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and an assist. He finished the night with 37.3 fantasy points. While Kanter was fantastic all night long, he obviously had help from his backcourt in CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. McCollum led the way with 20 points to go along with 6 assists and 6 rebounds. He finished the night with 33.2 fantasy points. Damian Lillard, on the other end, didn't have his best game in the playoffs, but he obviously did just enough. Lillard wound up with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. His final fantasy total was 30.8. The most surprising player to get it done last night for the Blazers, that was Rodney Hood. Hood came off the bench last night for 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He finished the night with 27.6 fantasy points. And given that he was priced at $6,000, he gave fantasy owners 4.6 times his value. That allowed Rodney Hood to be your FanDuel value of the night. Your overall fantasy leader last night came not from Portland, but from Denver, as Nikola Jokic had his 7th double-double of the playoffs, and he's played in just 9 games. Jokic was fantastic as always, finishing with 16 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. He contributed across every category and wound up with 44.3 fantasy points. He was your NBA Fantasy Player of the Night. The only other Nugget to finish with a double-double, that was Paul Millsap, who finished with 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. That all-around game gave Millsap 37.2 fantasy points, but when it was all said and done, the Nuggets fell to the Blazers 97-90. Game 3 will take place on Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Only one game of NBA action tonight, and it's Game 3 between the Raptors and the Sixers, and you can catch this one on ESPN tonight at 8 p.m. I'm Greg Sussman. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the game tonight, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.